We want to begin with a question about the opportunities that Red Hat advice for Latin American business during this year.
Let me take that, Carla. First of all, thank you for the time. Really appreciate the interest and the opportunity to talk to um, what we see in terms of the Latin America market. Some of the biggest trends that we're seeing is there's a continued effort for a standardization effort. And so many customers and many of the telcos are looking at how do we standardize on a platform? How do we move forward in terms of really managing our costs and becoming much more efficient? And with that, you need consistency. And that kind of leads into a second trend that we're seeing, which is automation, where everyone's forced to do more with less. Right? We really need to focus on how do we avoid from having people doing the work? How do we change the process? How do we automate so it becomes much more streamlined and much more cost efficient? And all of that is kind of in preparation and anticipation of the modernization of the mobility network, right? With many more countries either having 5G spectrum or about to have 5G spectrum. Many folks are looking at, okay, what do we do with that? We can have the spectrum, but it's absolutely critical to monetize. So we have to deploy quickly. We have to make some technology choices. And we have to understand how do we go about this cloud native new world that we're embarking on and adopt a hybrid cloud infrastructure and be able to manage it efficiently. Because at the end of the day, you can't monetize that investment. They can't figure out how to work with the businesses and have that business to business solution. There's no point in really deploying it. You really need to ensure that you have the ability. Anything to answer?
Yeah, I can add one thing besides all these hybrid cloud native environment for 5G and the automation part that's growing in Latin America. I would add how we monetize, how we grow your revenue through APIs in the B2B side. That's also initiative, a growth initiative that we are seeing in Latin America.
And in this sense, now is a trend the artificial intelligence. How you can add and propose for business to use this new technology?
So as most people know, there's predictive and generative artificial intelligence kind of techniques. The predictive piece is it's a technology that's being used by many people, whether it's on the customer care side, whether it's on a customer segmentation, really trying to understand and mine the data and learn from the data to really work after or sorry go and deploy customer specific type of thing. Challenge is it's being done on many different platforms. It's not being done in a consistent manner. So what we're doing as Red Hat is we're really looking at how do we build the platform and how do we ensure that our platform can enable the different AI solutions, whether they're predictive, whether they're generative, to ensure that they are easy for the customers to kind of deploy within the infrastructure they have and start leveraging and taking the predictive work and then starting to get it much more general to make it much more specific and have islands of data that are specific to their business. And the benefits we see from that is really getting to the point where you can have this expand on the automation initiative that's happening, and how do you move from automating to recognizing and remediating.
That's me. Sure. Yeah. What we are seeing in Latin America is a lot of initiatives where we can help the customers to build models on network optimization, on CRM segmentation, cross-sell, upsell. So our solutions and the AI, all this hype that we are seeing during MWC is target on this kind of predictive models. And we are helping our customers to do that in Latin America.
You talk about 5G.
Mhm.
Which kind of solutions do you have for the suppliers, the telcos, to use in a better way this new technology?
Yeah, from our perspective, we Red Hat views ourselves as the platform enabler of a hybrid cloud model to really look at 5G and how do you ensure that you're moving and adopting to this cloud native new world. So what we're doing is we're really focused on providing a consistent, scalable, and reliable platform solution so that customers, any of the telcos in Latin America or anywhere in the world, can actually deploy that, whether it's on premise, whether it's in a managed private cloud or in a public cloud offering. There is that consistency, they have that scale, and they have the reliability that they're looking for. So our focus is really as how do we do that platform, and how do we work with the ecosystem to ensure that we are standardizing and maintaining that standardization of their applications on the platform to ensure that there's a easy, fast adoption and consumption of that new infrastructure.
And you think that Latin American business and focus more in small business and medium? You think that they are prepared for this digital transformation? What is the recommendation to uh, begin this journey for this kind?
I got that.
Okay. I think it's one of the most challenging transformations that our industry has seen, right? Because it requires transformation on multiple levels, right? There's an application modernization activity that has to happen in order to be able to take advantage of this modernization. There's the platform modernization, which is something that affects not only technology, but also affects the process in which you are doing things within your company, and also affects the people from a skill set standpoint, from a knowledge standpoint. These are all things that individuals, we need to retrain the staff, we need to rebuild the processes, and then we need to worry about the technology. Technology is probably one of the easier pieces to actually address and select. The other two are big challenges. So when I look at businesses, whether they're small or large, it's an equal challenge that they have to go through. It's a journey that I think is necessary in order to transform your business. And the reason why you want to transform your business is it will be the platform that you can launch innovation, that you can drive new revenue streams, and you really need to be able to leverage to be able to maintain your competitiveness.
Yeah, and Carla, I would add, the demand is there, whether if it's small, medium, or large business. How many mobile subscribers we have in Latin America? 700 million. 700 million. About 6-7% in 5G. Maybe in the next 2 years, we're gonna reach 50. So there's a huge demand in the market for the consumer part and in the B2B side. So as Gino said, technology is there. We Red Hat help our customers to do that, but the recommendations focus on your people and the skills. That's our.
I don't have more questions. I don't know if you want to add something.
The only thing I would add is at the end, this is a journey. And like a journey, there's many challenges and there's many decisions and different paths that one can take along this journey. It's key in the journey to make sure that you are partnering with the right individuals, whether it's platform providers, whether it's ecosystems, or whether it's system integrators. Right? Being able to navigate this journey on your own is a very challenging thing for any company, regardless of the geography. And it's key that in order to have success in this transformation, we really find the right partners with the right ecosystem to be able to, get to the end state of what we're all looking for. And we believe Red Hat, we've invested a significant amount of money, time in being able to build that entire ecosystem, certifying and validating it, and working with the partners across the world, and especially in Latin America. There's been some significant investment for us. And we think that the market is primed for this transformation. And we're looking forward to having